How's it going, everybody? East Coast Farmer here. Another little update for you. Brought the entire mining operation out here outside. It was getting a little too warm inside the barn, and so we transported everything out here. Try and back up here without getting, tripping over everything. But nice little run-in shed that I got here. Built this a few years ago. Was for horses, but no more horses, as you can see. We got cows. We got cows out there somewhere. There's a few over there. You can see them. That was a goat house out there and grain bins over there. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the miners. Miners out here in the barn. The last video I had that one on the bottom, that one there. Had 4 of these on the rack, but since then I built that guy up there, that wind tunnel rig. Got the idea from looking at some of those Panda miners. Picked up a bunch of those mining fanless RX 570s up there, and whipped up that little box. I had some scrap plywood laying around and put it together. I got one of those RebTech boards up there. Those things work pretty good. It's basically just plug all your risers directly into it. You don't need these little adapters to go on the motherboard. You can just plug them right into it. It's all in one. And then a 2400 watt power supply right there. That's from Parallel Miner. But what we did to get this out here is I didn't want to pay for the money to get one of those big PDUs. So I built my own. I had to buy about $50 worth of parts from Home Depot. And we got this big SO cable coming in here that feeds it from over here. We ran a power line out here, 240 volt, comes over to this, and these 2 top outlets here, these are 120 volt. They run the box fans that are in the back, which aren't on right now because it's like 45 degrees here in Jersey. And the other one right there is the network switch. So then after that came down, and all these guys here, they're 240 volt. And yes, I know that's not the right plug for 240, but it's what I got. And it's what I put in, and it's working. So all of the power supplies, including the monitor right here, this is all running on 240 volt. These, for anybody in North America, these power supplies, all these power supplies, any modern power supply that you pick up, it can run off of 240 volt. It doesn't matter, they're switching power supplies. So some of these, I think this one down here, yeah, this little Seasonic right here, it's hard to see it, but it says it right on it, 100 to 240 volts. So even though these are not the correct cords for 240 volt, it doesn't really matter. They still work just fine. The power supply doesn't really care that you get 240 volt or 100 volt. It doesn't matter. It takes what it gets and turns it into it'll turn it into the 5 volt. It'll turn it into the 3.3 volt and the 12 volt to run all your stuff. But as you can see right here, this is the monitor. This, the one on the left-hand side right here, that's that rig up there. I don't know what I should name that thing. I picked up these, the fans I got in this thing are crazy. I'm sure you guys can hear it, but they're basically Delta fans. They're not Delta though. They're just knockoff fans, but I mean, hell, those things move air. You can see the little tag on that HDMI cord there moving, and I'm sure you can hear it if I put the camera up there. And if I go up more, you can see those GPUs. I just all I did was cut a little slot in one of the boards up there to hold them in place. And then that was all the risers up there. So right here, this rig right here, what's this one? This is that rig right there. At the moment, we're getting anywhere between 80 to 77 mega hash mining Ravencoin right now. That rig right there, that one down the bottom, and that guy at the top, that's mining Ravencoin. And those right there, those are the R9 280X cards, both of them. They're mining Vertcoin. And I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Vertcoin just kind of had a little bit of a bump lately and is doing pretty darn well. So these rigs that were pulling in about, give or take, $15 to $17 US a day, now all of a sudden they're almost double that. They were for a little bit, they're not anymore, but they're still doing quite well. So if you guys like, you know, any of this stuff, I can do some more videos on it. I mean, if you like it, I'll pull that rig off of the top there. I'll open it up, let you see how I have it built inside there. It's not really all that impressive. If you just, if all you gotta do is Google Panda Miner or Alpha Miner, they do the same thing, kind of. It looks pretty much the same on the inside. There's not much difference. All right. That's all I got for you today. Like I said, let me know down in the comments if you want to see anything else. I can do, I'll do all kinds of videos. I do live on a farm here in New Jersey. Plan on doing some farming videos too. Maybe one of these days I'll pull that old Suburban out of there. That's an old CB competition rig right there. Got a whole bunch of alternators under the hood, but as you can see, it has been sitting a while. Either way, just hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know what you think of the setup. I know it's not as polished as some of them other guys out there, Rabbit Mining or, you know, Red Panda. Big shout out to those guys though. I'll catch you on the next one.